I returned this evening to a club that I grew up with, I'm not sure of the English. And my father's inside, funny enough, because it's Wednesday, and every Wednesday the old people come here and talk nonsense. But he's inside, and as a young boy, I mean, as far as I can recall, this was the club that I came to, and I have many fond memories. I was taking some notes here. Michael Pina, Costa Kaisep, Chico, the goalkeeper. Can you remember him? Harold?
Chico Gonzalez.
Yeah. Even Nelson Akwenye, that's maybe moved on to other clubs. These were some Rudy Lowe. These were some of the players that, as a young Pepe, who's maybe a buddy of mine now. These were the guys that I looked up to, being here as a youngster and watching them play on this very field. I think the clubhouse wasn't as fancy many years ago, but it's bittersweet coming here this evening and coming back to a club and having the opportunity to speak, for a youth tournament, which is something that I hold quite dear. So my father, as I mentioned, is inside, and he's a Ramblers man. Today I'm a very neutral person, but on my socials you'll say, no, Dino, you're still biased to Julinho. They say old habits die hard, so give me some few weeks or months. And but really, genuinely, I remain a football person, among other sport codes that we're now advocating for. But this is, and maybe I'm overemphasizing, but in as much as a young person watching football here, I also had the benefit of being a coach here. I coached the under-20 team. I think we were very competitive. There was one evening we played a friendly match against the Premiership team. Now, for all of you football guys, you'll know it's an under-20 team playing against the Prem team. You're going to play like your lives depend on it to show the senior guys we deserve to be there. And the coach at the time was Lutz Pfannenstiel.
Yes.
Maybe I'm mispronouncing it.
No, 100% correct.
There we go. My German is still there. And now today I believe he's with Hoffenheim, if I'm not mistaken. And so obviously it's a very serious coach, right? And we beat them 1-0 at Delta Secondary School one evening. So that's probably the highlight of my coaching here at Ramblers. I was fortunate to go on to, I think, and maybe I stand to be corrected, being the youngest Premier League head coach at Ramblers. I was 21. I got fired like all coaches get fired. Most coaches get fired, right? At the end, you have to go. But I coached. I was very privileged to coach the senior team, and many fond memories. So I returned this evening, and I'm so privileged to stand here and now talk about this 4th edition of the Bank Windhoek under-21 soccer tournament, or football tournament. I would call it not soccer, we're football here. And the gathering, it does not only celebrate sporting talent, which might sound a bit odd, but I truly believe, and as a ministry we believe, that there's a shared vision for youth empowerment. This is a platform that empowers young people. And for that we say again, thank you very much, Bank Windhoek. Let's give them another round of applause. So I would like to express our sincere appreciation to Bank Windhoek as a ministry, as a government. It also is the bank that paid bills at my house for many years, with my wife having been there. But equally, it's a financier that empowers both young people and sports people. And you said, Jackie, in your speech, and I really loved that, you said, if I'm not mistaken, meaningful and lasting change. And I feel like that's such a befitting sort of tagline if we talk about being meaningful and being lasting. Mr. Hecht spoke of 25 years of Top Score Namibia.
Yes.
Smart partnership, because it's a smart partnership, it's mutually beneficial. And one can only hope that this is the start of another 25-year smart partnership with Bank Windhoek and Ramblers. Your continued sponsorship of this tournament is more than a financial contribution. You mentioned closer to $1 million Namibian dollar that's been invested, but it's also a commitment of your desire to empower young people, community upliftment, taking it around the country. But you do know that I'm a politician now, and I will say that we will always challenge our private sector to always do more in as much as we appreciate. So 2026, I'd be very, very happy to stand here and say that we're now taking it to all 14 regions. So challenge accepted. This tournament brings, as mentioned, Khomas, Karas, and Hadra regions. We have her worship, the mayor here as well. And I truly am inspired when I hear that private sector is taking a genuine and sincere interest in empowering young athletes from different regions. This is not the Republic of Commerce, it's the Republic of Namibia. And I appreciate that it's interregional. I think you said offline, the winner will play the winner. So my commitment, my colleague is not here that manages my time, but my commitment is to go watch that final. And I think the winner of that final, if it's Commerce or if it's Kidmans, next year's final must be played in that one, if it's here or if it's there. So it's another challenge accepted. To the players, I don't think there are too many young people here. It's a bit late. I think the message is use the tournament to challenge yourselves, to learn to connect. But there's a message I want to emphasize, and that's remaining humble in both defeat and victory. And it's very important for young people to be extremely competitive, but have humility. And I think those are the life qualities we want to put forward to young athletes. And also know that scouts are watching. I'm almost certain that every Premiership team will be eagerly watching the outcomes, even coaches perhaps from other countries. And again, I'm so excited that this is the 4th edition, and I'm almost certain that in edition 5, 6, 7, 8, we'll have international teams also partaking in this tournament. I know in the year, I think it was this year, we had Sundowns and a club from Germany. I think it's a top-tier team. I can't remember the name now.
Nuremberg.
That one. That got hammered by the Namibians. We beat them.
In the heat, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. And when they came, they looked so smart and sharp, and 100 soccer balls for the training, and they all wore the fanciest football boots, but we hammered them, us Namibians. So it's a great platform for young people to compete. And again, I only see the vision, and again, the outcome, the winner. Next year there's a Bale tournament in Cape Town, which I think is under 20 tournament. It's a huge tournament. So Bank Windhoek, who knows, maybe we can take the winner to an international platform as well. They have lots of money, so I'm sure we can make it happen. Director of Proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate what has already been achieved, I also call upon more stakeholders. We want both public and private sector to step forward and to emulate and to collaborate. I'm almost certain that Bank Windhoek are not looking for exclusivity of this initiative. Of course, they probably wouldn't want to partner with other financiers, and we understand and respect that. But I am almost certain that the door is open for other private sector to join and to take it then to all 14 regions. We should never squeeze too much the 1 or 2 or 3 that are supporting. So I think the call to action is for more. I'm not even going to mention names. I mean, we all buy food at different shops, isn't it? And I've never seen those shops host football tournaments. So today, we include 3 regions. Next year, we hope to include all 14. Youth development is a collective responsibility. It is not the mandate of the ministry I represent, my minister, Sanet Steenkamp. It's a collective. Let us work together to create more opportunities like this, not only in the Commerce region, across all disciplines, all sport codes, but things start and they grow and they manifest and evolve organically. So this is a football tournament. 2 regions or 3 regions rather are partaking, and as we grow it, it will grow into something beautiful with many stakeholders on board. And so in closing, I congratulate all the partaking teams. I commend every individual who played a role in bringing this together. I know I acknowledged the 2 seniors from the bank, but I know that many have gone into putting this platform together, and may this event continue to grow, inspire, and uplift. What's 25 minus 4 for 21 years to come? With that, I say thank you very much.